On this edition of Mere Mortals, I get my car stage tuned and stuff and things. Let's try that again. On this edition of Mere Mortals, I take my car to get APR Stage 1 tuned. Also, I'm going to do a review on how much difference it actually makes to the car. Let's go see how we get it done. Doing some research, I found that APR Stage 1 offered the best benefits for my car. Now, I had looked at possibly going more, but in order to go APR Stage 2, I needed to have an aftermarket downpipe that was less restrictive than the factory one. Also, my car has a notoriously weak clutch. On a lot of the forums and a lot of the websites, I found that most people with my car running a Stage 2 tune, if they hadn't upgraded their clutch, it started slipping shortly after they had the tune installed. In order to avoid any unnecessary or extra cost, I'm trying to play it safe and go only APR Stage 1. You'll see, according to the product details, that they claim that I'm going to make an additional 56 horsepower with an additional 74 foot-pounds of torque. Now, we're going to put some of that to the test. We'll go ahead and review this at the end and see how much difference it actually makes to daily driving. In order to get the software installed, you need to have a dealer close to you. I found ESC Tuning was my best bet. I went to their website and the ordering process was easy. I chose the software that I wanted to have installed, and then after ordering, I had to contact ECS to set up my appointment so that they could install the software. I placed an order for an APR Stage 1 tune on the website last night. I have a couple of questions I don't know if you can help me with. So this is the first time I've ever had a car tuned. How long does it take to get this software installed?
You're easily looking at a little over 2 hours.
Okay, like what's the process when you get there?
The car gets pulled on, the tuner plugs in his computer, we put it on the dyno, we do a couple dyno tests to get a kind of a base run of what we're going to, and then we start programming we slash ECU and start programming the tune for essentially the peak performance or whatever the stage 1 is. The options are you can wait in the waiting room area, or you can go out, do kind of your own thing.
Stuff you're not present or anything for any of that?
Right now, no, due to COVID, we can't have you. You know, okay. If it was like any other time, yeah, usually you come in, we watch them tune it, you get tour, but we can't.
All right. Well, I'm a nerd, so I love watching and learning about that kind of stuff. So that's why I was asking. Hey, I really appreciate the help. Thank you.
No problem, man. You stay safe and healthy out there.
All right. You have a good weekend. Bye.
You too, man. Bye.
Well, there you have it. Well, today's the big day. I'm heading over to ECS Tuning to get my car chip tuned. Alright, so I just got the car chip tuned and I'm on my way out to test it. Over the next couple of days, I took my car out. I drove city streets and highways. I could immediately feel a performance difference with the tune. I wanted to try and figure out the best way to compare and contrast stock versus the tune. So, I put together at least 2 tests. Doing this in real world was much more difficult than I thought it would be. Considering my car is manual and depending on how you drive it, you could seriously affect the tests one way or another. So the 2 that I came up with that ended up being the best was a 50 to 70 mile per hour in 4th gear. I just wanted to test and see if there was any difference in this gear because it was pretty laggy before. The second is a 0 to 60 test. Now in that test, I did have traction control left on and I wasn't going for the fastest time. I just wanted to see if there was much of a difference at all. One thing to remember when reviewing both of these tests, in the first one when I was on stock, my 0 to 60, the traction control light never really came on. Looking at the APR Tune, it comes on all the time, so that would slow the car down a little bit. Plus, I also had an additional 100 pounds or so in that car when I tested it the second time. So taking those factors into account, you begin to see the difference between stock and tune. So in conclusion, pretty fun upgrade, and I do enjoy it. Hey Dad, I was gonna show you my my newest upgrade. Check it out. I was gonna do ultra low. What do you think?
I think you're out of your mind. Oh my God! I know you're crazy. What are you doing?
Well, this is what it would look like when it's done.
You would have no exhaust system going a half a mile. You'd rip everything out from under your car.
Nah, I mean, all these other guys are doing it. It's not that bad.
I think it looks terrible.
Well, you gotta get it. You're
looks
standing a mile away. How can you
ridiculous.
possibly know?
Any car that low looks ridiculous. And the big tall tires, big tall rims with little tiny height tires look ridiculous on a car.
Nah, it looks good. Look at that.
No. Good. Were you recording that the whole time?
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.